Hi, this is Liz.
And this is Kim.
We are back for our third episode of Keep Up with Liz and Kim. We're talking all things Ada, Michigan, highlighting local events, featuring interviews with local business owners and leaders.
And talking about events, we are coming off a very busy and super fun weekend in Ada. There was the Women's Night in Ada with a lot of the local businesses participating with all kinds of incredible interactive activities. There was the Fur Encampment at the Ada History Center with the descendants of Rick Robinson. And Gravel Bottom celebrated their 10th anniversary with a big celebration.
There really was something for everybody, and I cannot believe Gravel Bottom is 10.
It is mind-blowing. I remember when they were over in their other location with the picnic tables and down by the river, and they have grown so much over the past 10 years.
They really have. You know what I've been gravitating towards there is their sangria. It is so good.
The sangria is good, and I also like what they've been doing with sours.
Oh, yes, agreed. If you're a beer person, you definitely got to try the sours. Well, later in this episode, we'll be talking with Jim Ferro. If you don't know Jim personally, we are sure you have seen him and his cute little golden retriever. It's a golden retriever.
Yes.
Yeah, golden retriever, walking around Ada. We look forward to learning more about his past role in Ada Township and discussing his current endeavors.
I really look forward to this interview with Jim. He has just been such an incredible presence here in Ada with building this community. But first, we are going to talk about the Fall Festival featuring brats and bonfires that is coming up on October 6th. That's a Friday night, and that'll be from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. This event has grown so much over the last couple of years. What year did you start that event?
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
So this will be the third year.
And it's going to be even bigger and better.
It is. Even last year blew us away. I mean, the amount of people that came out was wonderful. So this year, we definitely planned for a large group of people. So we're going to start off at Legacy Park at Fall Festival. There you'll find live music, fire pits, touch-a-truck, face painting, floral bouquet making, cornhole, slushies from Michigan Software Labs, which are amazing, a native animal display, photo opportunities, and so much more.
There is going to be so many fun, family-friendly things going on in Legacy Park, but also throughout the whole community. We'll be back at the Ada History Center again this year with the fire station. There'll be a firefighter there with touch-a-truck with a fire engine. You can get a really fun photo op of your kids on the fire truck. There'll be a craft with KDL and a pumpkin wand making activity, fire pits, and some other ABA businesses set up to interact with the community.
Yeah, that is going to be great. And for the third stop, the community church. So this year, we're going to be moving pumpkin painting to the community church, along with a DJ, HMD dance performance, another touch-a-truck, art vendors, fun activities like glass-blowing bead making, and so much more. This event really is catering to all age groups.
It is, and it really encourages people to move throughout the village. Last year, I was so surprised with the number of people that did activities down in Legacy Park, and then they walked with their kids up to the Ada History Center, and then they can also grab something to eat. So for the brats part of this event, 3 of our local restaurants are going to be featuring brat dishes, and those are Gravel Bottom, Mud Penny, and the Ada Garage Bar. And as we get more updates about this event, we will continue to make edits to the Facebook event. So definitely follow the event through Discover Ada or the Ada Business Association. And we will also put some maps closer to the event.
We will. All right. Well, up next, we have Jim Ferro in studio. Jim has been a long-time advocate for Ada as a township employee, community leader, and volunteer.
I can't wait to talk to Jim.
Me either. Here we go.
So, welcome, Jim.
It's great to be here on the Liz and Kim show.
Thanks. Yeah, we're excited to have you. We're on the third episode, so Kim, let's kick it off.
Jim, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, let me do my math, 35-year resident of Michigan and 34 years of Ada Township. My wife and I moved here in 1988. I moved here for a new employment, working for an architecture planning firm in downtown Grand Rapids, and In that capacity, I was a planning consultant to a number of communities in West Michigan, and Ada Township was one of my first clients. At one point, the township supervisor, George Haga, came to me and said, Jim, I think we're going to need a full-time planner, so we're going to create a staff position and recruit for it, and I'd encourage you to apply for it. And boy, I started scratching my head, and I made the decision to make the leap from private sector to becoming a full-time employee of the township.
What were some of the first projects that you had?
The most important project over the years has always been updating the township's community master plan every 5 years or so. One of the most significant developments in the township was the development of Amway's catalog distribution center out on Spalding Avenue, which was, a 500,000 square foot building.
Wow.
That was a real significant economic investment in the township, a commitment by Amway to keeping their facilities in Ada Township. The 1990s were overall a period of very significant population growth and housing development in Ada Township, and the Planning Commission agendas in the mid to late 1990s were very long agendas with meetings that went to 10:30, 11 o'clock sometimes. So we were very busy processing new development applications and making sure that new development was compatible with the community and the surroundings. Ada residents place a real high value on the natural features of the community, the woodlands, rugged terrain, wetlands, water features, and protecting those natural features was real important in our review of development proposals. Another major activity over the years was the development of Ada Township's Open Space Protection Program, which was initiated in 1999 when a couple of Ada residents, they came to me and said, Jim, we're concerned about the loss of open space in the community because of all the growth that we've had in the 1990s. What do you think, what can we do to take some steps to try to ensure that we don't lose all of our important open space and lose our community character? And as a planner, my reaction was, well, the first step would be to prepare a plan. And so we engaged in a planning process. The township board supported the preparation of an open space protection plan. They appointed an open space preservation task force, and in the year 2000, the first open space plan was completed, and it identified priorities for preserving open space in the community. And we've been very successful in achieving a lot of our important goals that were in that year 2000 open space plan. The most significant ones being preserving open space along the corridor of the Grand River. And we've pretty much achieved almost a complete open space corridor all the way from on Pettus Avenue, all the way from M21 up to Knapp Street, and we're achieving more of an open space network along the Grand River with the open space that the township will acquire as part of the development of the Mosaic Properties development. That's on the curve there at the ball field on Thornapple River Drive.
Ada definitely has such incredible open space and wonderful areas for families to go and be, and parks to hang out in. I think that was very forward-thinking at that time.
We're blessed with a lot of permanent open space land at multiple levels of government, the township level, the county park level, with Chief Hazy Cloud Park and the Seidman Park, and hundreds of acres of land in the Cannonsburg State Game Area in the northern part of the township.
Yeah. You've seen so much positive growth and change at your time in Ada. And I know one of the last projects that you worked on when you were with the township was the Amy Van Andel Library, where we are today,
Correct.
and where you're now involved with the Friends of the Library.
I had learned through working with KDL that in most KDL communities where there's a KDL library, there is a corresponding nonprofit organization that supports the library, the Friends of the Library. And so as our library was under construction and nearing completion, I thought it was important to create the Friends of the Amy Van Andel nonprofit entity right around the same time that the library opened in the early days of COVID in February 2021.
Yes.
I believe it was.
Yeah. So, talking about another thing, there are little sneak peeks of Ada Arts Council. Can you tell us a little bit about what's to come, how that's getting created, all that kind of stuff?
We have a new Ada Arts Council that's been incorporated. They are in communication with other entities in the community, and we anticipate some collaboration there in undertaking a strategic planning process, basically, for the new Arts Council to figure out what its role should be and what the role of other entities should be in establishing more of a arts presence in the community.
Well, I know they appreciate your help, and I think we're all excited to see how this strategic plan plays out and how art can just add that extra dimension to all this incredible development here in Ada. So it'll be a lot of fun.
Yep, and there are other stakeholders too. I see that the Amy Van Andel Library is one of the events that it's hosting here in one of the meeting rooms in the next couple of weeks is a painting class, and so I the library is part of that overall picture of bringing the arts to the community.
Yes, and the Friends of the Library have been bringing a artist in each quarter to the library.
Right.
Again, it's just adding those dimensions, adding that element for people to enjoy art in public places in a lot of different ways.
Well, and I know so many people have already appreciated the train bridge. Or the bridge painting. They're just beautiful. They add so much color to what was just gray and cement, and it's a great welcoming.
So do give us the details for the upcoming Friends of the Library event that you guys will be hosting here at the library.
It's a membership appreciation and membership development event that will be held in Wednesday, September 27th from 5:30 to 8 p.m. We'll have complimentary finger food appetizers from Nona's Trattoria, as well as a cash card beer and wine service from Nona's, and some live entertainment with a jazz trio that will be nice background music for people who really appreciate what a library does for the community and spend some time together.
And this is open to anyone, correct, Jim?
Members only, but members can invite guests to attend, and they're under no obligation to become members, but we're hoping they will.
So if you want to attend, go make friends with a member today.
Right.
And get yourself invited.
Exactly.
Or stop by and just find out what it's all about. And then finally, tell us a little bit more about what you and your wife, Jean, are doing as you stay involved with the community.
The most significant thing happening in our lives right now is we will be grandparents in a little over a month. Our son and his wife are expecting a daughter in late October. So we expect that'll make a few changes in our lives.
Yeah, congrats.
My wife, Jean, spends a lot of time volunteering for the Ada History Center and the museum. I spend time on behalf of the library friends, a fair amount of time doing that, which I enjoy. And other than that, a lot of yard work at home.
Well, thank you, Jim, so much for coming. We really appreciate it. And honestly, thank you for doing everything that you have done for Ada. I mean, Ada today would not be what it is today without you and your team and everything that you guys have done. So thank you. Yeah.
I also want to mention all of the synergy that I see in the community now that didn't exist in past years, that I attribute to the two of you sitting here.
Thank you.
There is cross-communication, cross-pollination of ideas and coordination of activities, and it's really benefiting the community.
Well, thank you.
Thanks.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, greatly appreciate that. What a great interview with Jim. I always enjoy talking to him. He is a wealth of knowledge about Ada and just an incredibly great guy.
He is. I really enjoyed having him too. And just learning more about the past of Ada. I just love it. The history and Amway. You know, like talking about a catalog. I mean, when's the last time we've seen a catalog?
I know. Who knew, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. All right. Should we jump into Fast Five?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay. So, number 1 for Fast Five: head, shoulders, fingers, toes. Yes, head, shoulders, fingers, toes. That will be happening on Thursday, October 28th. This is a collaboration between Skin Collab, Ethos Day Spa, and Croft House. It'll be from 4 to 6, again on October 28th. There'll be bites to eat, demos, a chance to win a ultimate head-to-toe refresh, something from Skin Collab, Ethos, and Croft House. If you want to participate, you can jump onto Ethos Day Spa website. You can RSVP. Otherwise, we will just see you at Skin Collab.
Fantastic. I think that sounds like a really fun event and a great way to spotlight those businesses.
Right.
Next, if it is not already on your radar, we encourage you to check out the engaging lineup of store workshops at Pursuit. They are doing everything from flower crowns, centerpieces, cocktail classes with a mixologist, art classes, printmaking. Check out their Facebook page or go on their website to get all of the details.
It's never too old to do a flower crown, right?
Never.
Okay, great. Count us in for next time. All right, number 3, Brody B Benefit, happening Thursday, October 5th from 6 to 9 p.m., the night before Fall Festival. There'll be strolling dinner and drinks provided by Ada Garage Bar, and my favorite things, barista basket silent auction. So this is a great opportunity to give to Brody B's in a new and different way through their silent auction. There will be a special appearance by Liam Doyle and an Elvis tribute artist. There'll also be a live auction with unique experiences.
Many of you may know who Liam is. He's one of the baristas at Brody B, and he is a huge Elvis lover. And if there is an Elvis song that comes on the Spotify while he is working, he gets so excited. And I did attend this event last year, and he just has so much fun being the DJ and being a tribute artist of Elvis.
You want to hear a really funny story about Liam? One time I walked in there and I asked for a matcha green tea latte. And I was like, so how is the matcha? And he goes, tastes like grass. And I said, I'll take it. He's always got humor to everything he does, and I love it.
Always so positive and fun to be around. So next up, we would like to mention that Gravel Bottom is featuring live music on Sundays. I believe they do this every Sunday and will continue to do this through the fall and winter. So be sure to stop by, grab a beer, and enjoy the tunes. You can get more information on Gravel Bottom's Facebook page or follow them on Instagram.
Awesome. We'll definitely be there. So we hope you guys can join. Okay, well, kids are back in school, fall is coming, so it's the time for flu shots. If you are looking for a quick, easy, and local way to get your flu shot, stop into the Ada Village Pharmacy. Walk-ins are welcome, and you'll always get a smiling face.
I love Shelley and Andrew over at the Ada Village Pharmacy, and I definitely need to stop in there and get my flu shot soon.
Yeah, me too. You know what I also like is you can walk in there and ask any question, any health question, and they are always willing to, 1, answer, and 2, do the research if they don't know. They are great. They are a great pair.
Amazing community resource. So on our next episode, we will be sitting down with Bill Payne and Jeremy Frost from BPV. We are really looking forward to hearing all about their current projects in Ada and how they support the local community, including they are our title sponsor for Pumpkin Prowl this year.
Thank you, BPV. That is awesome. We love it. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you keep up.